Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And I wanted to drop a serious knowledge bomb with you today about why most athletes will never get faster. And the reason being is because of a very, very simple but very hard thing to disengage from within their training. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand and hopefully see some like big aha moments within your own training to which you can start to solve this problem. And if you're new to the channel, you don't know who I am. My name's Sam Portland. I'm the author and the creator of the Sports Speed System. I have coached coaches that work in all the big clubs that you see on the TV. I've worked in the big clubs. I've coached to the athletes. It's been awesome. But now I'm here to help you solve your problems because it's actually more important and I enjoy it. So let's uncover why most athletes will never improve their speed. And it sucks. And the reason being is that all of the misplaced effort in training. So I'm going to flip forward and back to this same diagram, but I want to show you this. It comes from out of my book, The Sports Speed System, that you can grab on Amazon, and there's a link below for it. But the what we're seeing here is the rate of which we respond to training, how we get better, how we improve, and what does that even look like with our athletes. So when you are first going into training and you first start training, you first start working with an athlete, because so many coaches make this mistake as well, you will introduce a new type of training. So do you remember the first time you picked up weights? When you started lifting weights, you start to see this huge adaptation. You start to get stronger. You start to see the secondary benefits of weight training, where you're improving your speed, improving your strength, improving your muscle mass, and then so for context, we've got primary, secondary, and tertiary benefits for a lot of things. And like a tertiary benefit from weight training that people don't quite understand is endurance. And so you started lifting weights, you are improving your strength, you're getting stronger, you may feel a little bit quicker. Don't mistake quickness with strength or when we're running and stuff like that. And then so you're seeing all these early adaptations, you're seeing an acute initial adaptation, and you start training and you do that for a good couple of months. And then what happens if, say, if you're doing 5x5 back squat, for example, you're doing 5x5, 5x5, you keep doing it, your body starts to adapt to the training that you're given. So therefore, we start to see this late adaptation, and then it will stagnate and regress. And now this is where I need you to listen really, really closely. When you get to negative adaptation, or when you start to see, well, you're doing your 5x5 and it's just not working, the numbers aren't going up, you've hit what's called a plateau. What you don't need to do here is try to figure out how to beat your plateau. What you should have done is stopped using the 5x5 method after we started to get the early adaptation, because as soon as you start getting into the late adaptation of this training and we start to see those effects, you can't come back to it. You can't reuse it again. So you have to think about, can I maximize my strength in the off season, for example, so I can start to maximize my speed? So this is what happens. And then you may be looking at this video being like, holy shit, no one's ever told me this stuff. Well, I've been doing back squats for 15 years. And I'm still can squat 200 kilos. Well, that's the reason why you're not fast. You're not getting faster. It's because you're clogging up your airwaves, and clogging up your training with this negative adaptation. You are actually, with all your effort, you are making yourself worse. And I need you to stop. And the reason how how you do this is by understanding this really, again, another really simple framework. So I'm going to blow this up again on the screen here. So when we create this rate of adaptation, what we want to see, and this is how we impress and improve speed, is, say down here, ignore this. This is what you've been doing on the left-hand side. Let's look at the green tick, because we're great. We want to be better at everything we do. So these first few red dots, they're going to be like strength training and basic running drills. And then what happens is we start to improve our speed. We want to go, see you later, lads, we'll come back to you when we can, and we're going to move on up to maybe some explosive squats, maybe some jump squats, maybe some, if you can, resisted heavy sleds. They're the best lower body strength exercise for acceleration and speed. So we're starting to increase the specificity and intensity of the training, which will help improve our adaptation. And you just measure it by testing your speed. Can you run faster? Yes or no? And do you feel better? Yes or no? Are you spending more time in the gym than you should? Most likely. And that's the reason. And that's the real harsh truth as to why a lot of athletes aren't getting faster. And I wanted to make this a real short, bang for your buck video. But if you've got to the end here, comment max speed on this post, on this video, and I'll send you a max speed loading guide that will make you run faster. All you have to do is follow it. You just have to follow this over a 3 to 4 week period and you will improve your speed. So comment max speed on this video. But for now, I'm Sam Paul, and make sure you stay tuned to the next video, which I'm putting right up here now, which is going to be all about max speed to improve your juice. But until next time, I will see you on the next video.